Obviously, there's been a little back and forth with you and Tank. Any thoughts on?
Tank.
There you go.
Weirdo.
So he gonna be here tomorrow, right? He's got his conference.
I don't give a damn where he gonna be at. I won't be there.
Yeah.
So what else he gonna say? Man, she ugly. And you're short.
If I'm not the face of boxing, who is? I got more accomplishments than everybody, that's for sure.
Claressa Shields and Gervonta Tank Davis are locked in a heated feud that's quickly turning personal. Shields didn't hold back, calling Tank a weirdo and making it crystal clear she wants no association with him whatsoever. She emphasized that wherever Tank goes, she won't be there, drawing a firm line and distancing herself completely. The beef kicked off after Tank made comments about Shields' appearance, which sparked her outrage. She felt deeply disrespected, not just as a fighter, but as a woman, and she's not letting it slide. Fans from both sides have jumped into the drama, turning it into a full-blown social media showdown. Never one to stay silent, Shields has made it clear she's ready to clap back if Tank keeps running his mouth. With emotions high and neither backing down, this feud isn't dying down anytime soon.
Obviously, there's been a little back and forth with you and Tank. Any thoughts on?
Tank.
There you go.
Weirdo.
So he gonna be here tomorrow, right? He's got his conference.
I don't give a damn where he gonna be at. I won't be there.
There you go. There you go.
That's all I got to say to him. And I hope Frank Martin tear his ass everywhere but loose.
No, Diddy. Thank you.
Claressa Shields fired back hard at Gervonta Tank Davis, responding directly to his insults and calling out his behavior. She addressed his comment about her being ugly by saying she's actually glad she's not attractive to him, especially considering how he treats the women he does find pretty. Shields didn't hold back, hinting at Tank's history of domestic issues and making it clear she wants no part of that energy. She also questioned his priorities, pointing out that he seems more focused on tweeting about other fighters, like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, than handling his own business in the ring. With a dose of sarcasm, she asked why Tank is so invested in Ryan's comeback when Ryan hasn't even been drug tested yet, suggesting his obsession is both unnecessary and suspicious. Shields reminded Tank that his opinion on her looks means nothing to her. She's happily engaged and doesn't need validation, especially not from someone she views as disrespectful to women. She even implied that Tank's toxic behavior might be why he can't maintain a stable relationship. Making it clear she's not scared of him, Shields warned Tank that he won't intimidate or silence her. She also drew a sharp contrast between their careers, saying her accomplishments, from the amateur ranks to the pros, outshine his. And while Tank had Floyd Mayweather guiding him every step of the way, Claressa built her legacy through grit and dominance. Despite previously supporting him, Shields closed by saying she refuses to tolerate any more disrespect from Tank.
Nigga, I want to tell you something. I am so happy that you think I look like a French bulldog and you consider me ugly. Because you beat up bitches who you consider cute. I'm glad I'm ugly to you. That's one. That's one. And then two, go win some belts. Go win some belts. You steady up out here tweeting. Is you that fucking lonely? Go and find you some friends. Oh, and I want to ask you a question. I thought women was supposed to. Why is you on Ryan so hard? Oh, Ryan test just came back that he wasn't dirty. He ain't even tested the B sample yet. Why you so worried about Devin Haney business? What is wrong with you, boy? Ain't you supposed to be focusing on you a fight? What are you doing? And then I'm finna clean you up again. You think that somebody cares about being liked by you? You think somebody cares about you? Oh, if I think she cute, if I think she pretty, you was never my type. I ain't never looked at you like, oh, Gervonta look good. You midget, you done gone somewhere?
Claressa Shields didn't just clap back at Gervonta Tank Davis. She turned up the heat by entertaining the idea of facing him in the ring. While acknowledging that Tank fights at 135 pounds, she made it known that, in her eyes, he's very small. Though she gave him credit as a skilled fighter, Shields didn't hesitate to assert that she sees herself as unbeatable in the ring, as a two-time Olympic gold medalist and undisputed champion across multiple weight divisions. Shields has never lacked confidence. She stated plainly that no fighter, male or female, could truly pose a threat to her. That level of boldness set social media ablaze, with fans debating whether she was seriously suggesting she could hang with someone like Tank in a real fight. Regardless of the chatter, Shields stood firm. She made it clear her confidence isn't just talk. It's rooted in years of dominating opponents on every level. Whether or not a fight between her and Tank could ever actually happen is beside the point. What she made crystal clear is this: she fears no one, not even Gervonta Davis, and no amount of trash talk will shake her belief in her own greatness.
Think you'll beat Gervonta Davis?
Gervonta Davis is at 135. If he was to ever box, I'll put my skills to test for sure. But he a lot shorter than me. He's shorter than you. He's very small. Right now I weigh 183. I don't know, but I think Gervonta's a hell of a fighter, and I got a lot of respect for him. But I don't think nobody can beat me inside the ring.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Claressa Shields didn't hold back after Gervonta "Tank" Davis took a shot at her appearance. Frustrated by the disrespect, Shields clapped back with confidence, saying she couldn't care less about those siding with Tank. They're just jealous of her success. Whether people believe Tank was right or wrong, Shields made one thing clear: she's completely unfazed. Known for her dominance in the ring, Shields reminded everyone that her resume speaks for itself. As a two-time Olympic gold medalist and multi-division world champion, she's achieved more than most fighters dream of, and she's not letting anyone, including Tank, discredit that. She didn't just brush off the comments, she came back swinging. Shields called out the haters, making it clear that their opinions mean nothing to her. She emphasized that Tank taking jabs at her looks was a weak move, especially if he had nothing else to say. In her eyes, it's a desperate attempt to tear down a legacy he can't touch. Standing firm, Shields declared she won't tolerate disrespect from anyone. Her focus is locked on her career, her success, and maintaining the legacy she's built, something no insult can ever take away.
So people are saying, was he right or was he wrong? He was wrong as hell. And only people that's saying that he was right is the people who don't like me. You know what I'm saying? And people who haven't been liking me, y'all been on this hate train because, she's with Pep. She's a boxer. She's confident. She's strong. She thinks she's pretty, but to us, she's not pretty. Like, why do y'all be so... Y'all be trying to find reasons to like me and not like me and don't even know. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about y'all. People saying that they don't like me, girl, and I don't like you either.
Claressa Shields recently opened up about her thoughts on Gervonta "Tank" Davis, expressing concern over his mental well-being and how it might be impacting his life both inside and outside the ring. While their feud has been intense, Shields took a more serious and compassionate tone, saying she believes Tank genuinely wants to become a better person, especially for the sake of his daughters, but may be battling internal struggles that are holding him back. Shields revealed that she's noticed signs of sadness and possible depression in Tank, even before his most recent fight. From her perspective, it's clear that something deeper is going on. She believes that seeking therapy could be a game changer for him, not only as a person, but also as an athlete. In her words, if Tank took the time to prioritize his mental health, it could unlock a new level in his boxing career. Shields stressed that healing from within could help him reach greater heights, and that addressing these issues is a sign of strength, not weakness.
Like, Gervonta is a hell of a fighter, but he needs to get his mental together. When I hear some of his interviews and I see some of the stuff that he's saying, I can just tell that he's not in love with the sport no more. I can tell that he didn't get his just due. I mean, it was crazy to hear that he said he got evicted out of a house or something like that. And I was just like, what in the world? And like that type of stuff, when you've been fighting and knocking people out and fighting main events. I mean, he fought four main events here at T-Mobile against some of the best fighters. And it's just like, to see that he got evicted from his home and all this other stuff. Now he got kids and, he's not signed with TMT.
Mayweather. Yeah.
Promotions, anymore. It's like when I hear him talk, he's like he want to be a nicer guy for his daughters, and he don't want to be
therapy.
I think he would be better, and even a better fighter if he went and did therapy like ASAP. Because I can just tell like he's a little sad, he's a little depressed, even before this fight. So I think it'd be a better fight. I think that Lamont has the mental edge. I think anybody right now would have the mental edge over Tank, because to me he just needs to take some serious time to deal with whatever he's having to deal with. Nobody knows what it is, but I mean, me being a fighter, I have done plenty of camps where I was depressed and where I was going through anxiety. So it's not an easy thing to get over, especially when you don't have the support from certain people that you used to have. You're not motivated and stuff like that. So it can be very, very tough.
Claressa Shields didn't just respond to Gervonta "Tank" Davis with sharp words. She opened up about the deeper issues she sees behind his behavior. She expressed concern that Tank might currently be at an asterisk mental disadvantage against his opponents, pointing out that fighters like asterisk Lamont Roach Jr. may hold a psychological edge over him right now. Shields emphasized that in boxing, mental strength is just as crucial as physical preparation, and without the right support, it's nearly impossible for a fighter to perform at their best. Drawing from her own experience, Shields spoke candidly about going through training camps while battling depression and anxiety, revealing how hard it is to push through those emotions, especially when you no longer have the same support system you once depended on. Her message was clear: even elite athletes face personal battles, and mental health needs to be taken seriously in professional sport. As the conversation turned personal, Claressa got more direct about Tank. She reminded everyone that she has more gold medals than he does, and that when Tank ran out of meaningful things to say, he resorted to calling her ugly. Shields didn't let it rattle her. Instead, she calmly clapped back by pointing out that Tank is short, a jab at something he can't change, just as he targeted something superficial in her. But her frustration runs deeper. Shields revealed that what hurt most wasn't the insult, it was the betrayal. She recalled how she had kept Tank's secrets, supported him through rough times, and stood by him when few others did. In return, she feels he turned on her, spreading lies and disrespect behind her back. His lack of loyalty and maturity cut deep, and it's clear the fallout has left a lasting emotional impact. Despite the hurt, Claressa made one thing known: she's not backing down asterisk. Her conviction is strong, and her focus is clear. Rise above the drama, keep winning, and let her legacy speak louder than any insult ever could.
Like, the nigga can't say I can't box. I got more belts than him. I got more Olympic gold medals than him. He can't say that I can't box.
Yeah.
So what else he gonna say? Man, she ugly. And you're short. So it'd be like, when he went that route, and I've been like an advocate for him, like when he got into the trouble, I didn't share nothing. The dude had been in domestic violence trouble, car accidents, all type of stuff. I ain't said nothing. I was there when he beat a girl up at the basketball game. I was there. I seen it with my own two eyes. So this ain't no hearsay. I seen it. Never spoke on it till he came fucking with me. So it'd be like when he went low, I went low.
Claressa Shields didn't hold back when sharing her thoughts on Gervonta "Tank" Davis and the rising tension surrounding his potential matchup with Lamont Roach Jr. She began by drawing a clear line between her accomplishments and Tank's, confidently reminding everyone that she has more gold medals than he does. And when it came to his recent insults, she didn't flinch, calling them asterisk childish and noting how Tank resorts to name-calling, like calling her ugly, when he runs out of real arguments. Shields coolly fired back, saying that Tank being short is something he can't change, just like her appearance. And yet, she doesn't stoop to the same level. His words, she says, don't shake her because she knows her value. But as she dug deeper, her frustration became clear, especially when Tank questioned her ability to box. That, she says, crossed a line. She spoke passionately about the years she spent building her legacy through hard work and grit, and how she's earned everything through discipline and sacrifice. That's why comments like Tank sting. Not because they're true, but because they come from someone she once trusted. Claressa reflected on how she used to protect Tank, kept his secrets, and supported him even when others turned their backs on him. But instead of loyalty, she feels Tank repaid her with betrayal and disrespect, spreading negativity and lies about her behind the scenes. When asked about the upcoming Lamont versus Tank showdown, Claressa didn't hesitate. She gave Lamont Roach Jr. his flowers, calling him a great fighter and expressing frustration that he's being overlooked. While she acknowledged Tank's talent, she was firm in her stance. Lamont deserves far more recognition for his skill, heart, and hard work. Claressa's comments weren't just personal. They were a reflection of her values. She believes in fairness, respect, and giving credit where it's due. And while her feud with Tank may have sparked a fire, her words show she's still focused on uplifting fighters who deserve more shine in the sport she loves.
Tank and Lamont Roach. Is that the right opponent for Tank?
I don't know why everybody's kind of sleeping on Lamont, but he has a decorated amateur career too. He's a very pretty kid. He's very skilled. Tank is Tank, you know. And when I say Tank is Tank, I mean like he's a bad man. He can fight. He's tough. I know we had our dispute back and forth, whatever. At the end of the day, we talk about just boxing.
So
he's a good fighter, and I look forward to watching that fight.
Is this a pay-per-view fight though? Would you buy it?
I bought any fight that Tank has had pay-per-view. I think that Lamont Roach is worth watching. I think that this fight is going to be very technical, very skillful. As always, we're going to see the power of Tank on display.
And Lamont Roach, do you have a relationship with him?
I know we're the amateurs too. He cool. He can fight. He wished me luck on my fights. Hey, let the best man win there.
If he's to be successful, how would he do that?
To be Tank?
Yeah.
Now you want me to give somebody the game plan on how to be Tank?
You would be a great trainer because you have the
already
skill.
don't like me, so I ain't gonna get nobody to rescue me. So you can take me later, my nigga.
Claressa Shields boldly claims she could beat Gervonta Tank Davis if they ever stepped into the ring together. She stands firm in her belief, crediting her unmatched accomplishments as the greatest female boxer of all time. With years of hard work, Olympic gold medals, and multiple world titles under her belt, Claressa believes her speed, experience, and technical skill would be enough to outbox Tank, despite his reputation for knockout power. Her confidence isn't without merit. Shields has dominated women's boxing with precision and grit. However, boxing analysts were quick to push back on the idea, pointing out the undeniable physical differences between male and female fighters. They argue that, no matter how sharp Claressa's punches are, they wouldn't carry the same impact against a male fighter like Tank, whose explosive power has stopped top-tier opponents in their tracks. While some believe Shields' ring IQ and technique could keep her competitive early on, most agree the fight would heavily favor Davis. His ability to absorb punishment and deliver devastating shots could prove too much over time, with many predicting that the strength and power gap would ultimately overwhelm her, especially in the later rounds.
Claressa Shields, you know who that is?
She calls herself the greatest female boxer of all
Greatest female boxer of all time, even though Layla Ali is, to me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
She was saying if she was to fight Tank Davis, she feels confident that she could beat Tank Davis in a boxing match. What's your thoughts? Look, man,
I know you're probably imagining all the things Tank can do to her.
I recognize her game. She's a great fighter. But why are we trying to fight men? Why? You get brain damage.
You'll get
Right?
right?
In a recent live interview, Claressa Shields addressed the ongoing tension with Gervonta Tank Davis, offering a calm and mature perspective. She stressed that she holds no ill will toward anyone and is committed to spreading positivity, despite past comments made by Tank. Claressa made it clear that she's moved beyond any negativity and doesn't harbor any grudges. While acknowledging that Tank had made derogatory remarks about her, Claressa explained that she responded in kind because, at times, you have to stand up for yourself. However, she emphasized that she doesn't dwell on past conflicts. For her, maintaining a positive mindset is crucial, as she's focused on her career and goals rather than fueling unnecessary drama. Her message was one of growth, maturity, and self-respect, reflecting how far she's come in her journey. Claressa believes that by continuing to rise above the negativity, her actions will speak louder than any insults. She encouraged her fans to adopt the same approach, spreading love and leaving behind any battles that don't contribute to their personal growth.
He's human, and we're entitled to our own opinion, our own thoughts, our own feelings, and I just, you know, he said something to me. I said what I said back. It is what it is. I ain't got nothing against. Hey, man, I'm all about positivity and prosperity, baby. I ain't got nothing against nobody. Somebody said gay. Better hide you. Yeah, y'all know I work out in the morning, so I'm actually free right now. But I was just like...
Claressa Shields is unwavering in her belief that to truly be considered a champion, a boxer must face the best across multiple divisions. She asserts that being called an undisputed champion means proving yourself against top fighters from various weight classes, not just dominating within one. Throughout her career, Claressa has done exactly that, challenging and defeating the best, regardless of the division. She has never shied away from tough competition and has always stepped up to face the highest level of fighters, which is why she proudly claims her spot as the face of boxing. Her commitment to challenging herself and seeking out champions from different divisions has solidified her legacy in the sport. Claressa believes that greatness isn't just about holding belts. It's about consistently proving you can dominate against the toughest opponents, no matter who they are or where they come from. For her, being a champion means showing up and overcoming every challenge in the ring. Her belief in her own skills, combined with her willingness to fight anyone, has earned her the respect of boxing fans worldwide. Claressa is not only a champion in her own division, but has become a global icon in the sport of boxing, solidifying her status as one of the greatest to ever step into the ring.
If I'm not the face of boxing, who is? I got more accomplishments than everybody, that's for sure. You can't become 3-time division world champion if you don't fight against the champions in the other divisions. I did that. And that's why I am, you know, one of the faces of boxing, right? But it's just boxing, period. Just boxing, period. Ain't no women's boxing, it's boxing. And I'm a 3-time undisputed champion.
That's a wrap for today's video. Stay tuned for the next one, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out.